you're out. You know what I mean? But we also had a process where if he didn't fit in with your team or your troop or your squadron, we could move them around. You know, they would get a fair shake. You know, if we moved you from team to team to team, and each team is like, this guy's just a dick, or this guy doesn't get it, you know. But I don't know of a single guy who was like one and done. You know, if you were just kind of that strange personality but a good operator, there was usually a place for you.
Do the squad, because you're talking about moving guys around, do the squadrons, do they have kind of distinct personalities and culture, or is it, so you're
Yeah,
shaking your head, yeah. So what's kind of,
yeah.
can you give a breakdown of like, in your opinion, what kind of separates them?
It's this is a weird one, dude. I mean, I would love to study this because the squadrons had their own personalities, the troops had their own personalities, and yet when you worked with them, it really didn't exist. You know, like one of the troop that I had before I got there, their nickname were the Rats on Acid because we hit everything hard. You know what I mean? It was the old number six. Boom, we hit it. Speed, surprise, violence of action. Those are the three tenets of close quarters battle. That's what we did. Speed, surprise, violence of action. Every single one. That was our go-to. And we were just very aggressive. Everyone was like super fit. Not that these troops weren't, but there were troops that are a little bit more sophisticated and intellectual, like tactical questioning. There were troops that would spend a lot of time talking to the detainee and trying to get information. And we were just like, tell us what we want to know. He's not telling us on, we're moving out to the next one. So, when you, this is an interesting thing. When you come in as a leader, you're like, okay, this is interesting with officers because you're in and out. You do a couple years with each, with a unit, if it's a troop or a squadron or whatever. So you have to make that decision of who bends. Do I bend to their personality or do they bend to my personality? Or, can you suss out these things that are good or bad? Like are we too aggressive? So that was one of the things when I came in on that particular troop. It was like, okay, this troop is, man, their success rate is 99.9%. So whatever they're doing works. It seems awfully aggressive. It seems awfully violent, a little bit more than some of these other troops, but it's working. So when I come in as the leader of that organization, I'm not going to change anything. I'm just going to watch it. You know what I mean? And I'm going to have these open discussions with the team leaders and the other leaders and just say, hey man, this is the perception from the outside, or these are the things that I'm looking at. We need to be adult enough to recognize our own warts, our own sacred cows, and that type of thing. So that's $1 million question. There are distinct personalities in teams, in troops, in squadrons, and yet it's very, very difficult to pull it out and recognize it.